Let's just show everybody how Steph's night went from beginning to the end, how everything started in the first quarter. Came out struggling, didn't missed his first 5 buckets. And Zeke, that defense, they were keyed in on Steph.
Yeah, and Steph is very smart at the start of the game. You know, he's like a prize fighter. He figures out the defense, and he knew that they were going to be, pressuring him up close, up tight. Indiana did a great job challenging every shot, forcing him to, be a passer as opposed to a shooter. He got up 20 shots tonight, was 8 for 20. But most importantly, he got up 15 threes out of those 20 shots. You see him here as a passer, drawing the attention. Anytime you draw 2, you put the ball behind the trap. He puts the ball behind the trap. And when he puts it behind the trap, then he gets a layup. Now he splits the trap here on the dribble, goes to the basket, gets a layup there. So whether he's assisting or laying it up himself, he's always involved in the offense.
And Ro, I want to say this. Steph Curry, obviously there's a lot of people that are going to critique, the shots that he's taken tonight. 5 for 15 from beyond the arc. Obviously we saw 2 early on, wide open threes. That if you add those, okay, that's 7 for 15. I think the thing that Golden State's going to go back to the drawing board and say is they shot 50% on the night. They had 17 turnovers. Steph had 7 of those turnovers. So he's got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And I think that's where the nerves. And if there is one critique throughout his career that people have had, it has been his ability to take care of the basketball and not be careless with it. And so I think going into New York, that has to be the mindset, because you get 7 more shots on goal, they're going to knock down a few more shots.
18 turnovers a night for a team for Golden State, as Candace was just speaking about. Curry with 7 of those turnovers, and we showed you the graphic. Maybe at this point, obviously, we know he wants to achieve the record. Maybe he's pressing a little bit. So far, we've seen 5 of his 11 worst shooting performances take place this season, and a lot of them are recently.
It's only natural that he's pressing, and we've seen this in every sport when, whether it be football or baseball, somebody is trying to break the record. That individual, as great as he or she is, they get to the point where they start pressing. And they start, trying to do things that they normally don't do, the expectations. I think we watched Serena go through it in tennis, and it's like, and by the way, when we talk about greatness, in our lifetime, Serena and Venus, what they've done athletically, by far surpasses anything that anybody has done on the playing field. I mean, when you go back and look at, what they're done. Now, I digress and I go back, but, I had to, let that be known.
Let it be known, Zeke.
But what Steph, in terms of pressing, of course he's pressing. Of course, his teammates are playing differently than they normally would play in terms of trying to get him the basketball, trying to get him shots. Once the record is broken, I think there'll be a sigh of relief. And then they'll go back to playing the regular basketball that they normally play.
And from the basketball gods, he's going to the Mecca, New York City, Madison Square Garden, in front of all those fans who love their Knicks, but they love seeing performers come in that are visitors and have great nights. What do you see happening tomorrow?
Well, I think he breaks the record tomorrow. And not only does he break the record tomorrow, but, as we said before, I think the basketball gods have grabbed Steph Curry and just put him on this ride. And, for us as basketball fans, people who have played in the league before, won championships and everything else, it's great to see someone like this have this kind of ride, because not only is he enjoying the ride, but the way he's handled being the champion.
Right.
The way he's handled, on and off the floor being a champion. So you root for guys like this and you want them to have success. This is when the sport really pays off, and it really, kind of congratulates the people who have done it the right way, and Steph Curry has done it the right way.
He's definitely done it the right way. You always cheer for him. He's one of those guys that you root for, plays the game the right way, always plays winning basketball, and he does it with a smile and has a little bit of swagger too. Candace, what do you predict happening? We know that he's dropped a season high, well, at that time it was a career high, 54 Madison Square Garden. Do you see one of those type of explosions happening, or is it going to be more like something tonight where it's a modest 26?
And you say that.
I know, right?
Modest 26.
that was a
That's
little
the
bit
thing.
facetious, but you get what I'm saying.
No, you never know what to expect with Steph Curry. Obviously, I think the anticipation of him, and it's right, that he's going to break the record, in MSG. But I think this is a testament to his career. And I know it looks effortless. It looks effortless when he goes out there and shoots. But the thing that he has said time and time again, especially when he was talking with Reggie Miller, was, I think of all the shots I've put up. I think of all the shots that I've put up to make this and to get this record. And I think that's the biggest thing.